Hi everybody. I know this is a little bit of a different angle, but today's video is going to be about how to meditate. So I thought that this would probably be the easiest way for me to show you how I get into my meditation. If you are uncomfortable on the floor, please, you can use a chair. You can lay down. You do not have to be in a seated position to meditate. You just have to be in a relaxed state. So take off your shoes. If you like comfy socks, put on comfy socks, comfortable clothes. I tend to either put on some type of music. I pick a frequency that I want to tap into. Or chanting, I like that too, but you don't have to do that. You can have no music. Sometimes I wear an eye mask so I can really block out any distraction and focus in. But again, you don't have to do that. You can meditate right before bed. It probably will make you sleep pretty well. So when I meditate, I personally use objects to try to heighten my connection to spirit. So when I was originally meditating, the first few times I did it, it was just for a sense of calm and well-being. It was not for any type of spiritual evolvement or ascension. But the more I meditated, the more I experienced certain things that I just can't explain other than calling them divine. So I have been visited by my loved ones in spirit. That was an extremely emotional experience for me. And I don't care if you don't believe me because it happened. It scared the crap out of me. So I'm sitting here meditating and my eyes are shut, and I can sense a man walks into my room, and he's wearing like fancy brown shoes and brown slacks, like from the 50s, 40s. And he's this younger guy, and I'm so frightened in my meditation. I'm not asleep. I'm just totally in it that I'd say out loud, actually, if you are not for my highest good, you must leave. I thought that somehow I invited some spirit in that had malicious intent. And so after I did that, I discovered through listening to my body that it was my grandfather. But it wasn't my grandfather in the way that it was him, the way I knew him. It was definitely him in his heyday. And I bawled like a baby. I wasn't even thinking about my grandfather, but he showed up. So it was definitely a blessing. I've experienced that. I've experienced visions, like cat. I saw a cat's face, just a white cat. I don't even own a white cat. A cat with a white face. Forgive me for the background noise. And a dog that wanted to play. I thought that was really interesting. I experienced twitching, body twitching, feet falling asleep. I've been told that is a part of almost my body leaving this physical self and ascending or going into the astral, I believe it's called the astral realm. So I'm still definitely on the journey of exploration when it comes to those type of things. I don't know it all, but I do know how to get you started. So I personally will light some type of cleansing, usually light Palo Santo. Got all of these awesome smudge sticks that I ordered that I talked about in another video. Sometimes I'll pull a tarot or an oracle card, or kind of set a spread for me beforehand, so to try to maybe see if I can tap into spirit a little early. I cleanse with my finger chimes, and then what I do, because I'm very passionate about crystals and the healing properties and what that entails for them, is I actually will pick some crystals that I will meditate with during meditation, as well as when I was given the message that I should be an energy healer. I didn't, well, my brain said crystal healer. And when you're told message from spirit, it doesn't necessarily always resonate with you. So then imagine me going around telling people I'm going to be a crystal healer. Like, then I realize, oh, energy healing, Reiki healing. It's all part of this journey. So I would grab some stones, some crystals. If I wanted to focus on manifestation, then maybe the crystals that I would lean towards would be of a certain genre, an area. If I want to meditate and manifest recovery or love, I might pick some other ones. But if I just want to be more in tune with like Christ consciousness or my third eye and my crown, I may choose crystals that are connected to those chakras to kind of help me clear the way. One of my favorites is phenakite. I'm also a really big fan of clear calcite, blue calcite, of course, clear quartz. Let's see. I like any crystal that's going to help me with prosperity and abundance. This is epidite. So I love pyrite, tiger's eye, of course. So anyway, so I grab the crystals that I want to meditate, and you don't have to do any of that, but you can definitely have objects if you want to. If you do have objects, left hand is always, and this is a golden healer's quartz, but left hand is receiving hand. So this would be the hand that you are going to therefore receive. If you have multiple crystals and you have them in both hands, you may actually start to feel an energetic pull or vibrational circuit. And if you have crystals with points, you can try to point them inward because you're trying to rotate. So rotate that energy and get it kind of rolling, that chi. Chi's also energy. So we really try to get all of that going, and you clear yourself of any kind of tension. So once you've got all your tools, if you want them, you sit down and you root. And if you have a butt like I have, then you kind of move it out of the way and you let your sit bones sink into the ground. If you are seated in that fashion, if you're seated in the chair, generally speaking, you're going to do the same thing. But your feet are going to be flat on the ground. So I'm getting in a good, comfortable position. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to imagine that there's a white light. This is what I do. I imagine that there's a white light that is coming up through the ground and going up my spine. The reason that I do this is because when I imagine all of these things, it kind of connects all of those chakra points, okay? So I want to cleanse my chakra as I meditate, and I'm going to imagine the white light hitting my root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown, and heading into the universe, shooting through the universe, up and around and coming back down, and really encompassing me with this beautiful white light of energy. If you do catch that as you're imagining this white light shooting from the ground, it gets stuck. Yeah, it gets stuck here. And you're like, why is my brain not allowing it to move forward? Well, maybe it's because your heart chakra is a little blocked. Or here, right in your belly button. Well, maybe you have self-esteem issues, so your solar plexus is blocked. Or lower, your sacral chakra. So maybe you are maybe you can't let that freak flag fly, baby. So if you're imagining this surge of energy rushing through your body, up your spine, and you're blocked in different sections, then you probably want to really focus on those areas and do a little research and figure out, okay, where do I have to heal to unlock that blockage so that I can be fluid with energy into the universe. So once you're able to get The energy, imagine the energy going through you. And if you don't like white light, gold, blue, doesn't matter, but this is just one way I do it. And I've got that going, and I regulate my breathing slowly. If I'm having a tough time keeping my mind clear, then I repeat things. So I've got a board over here, and I wrote down I am an empath, and I always say what I am, not what I want, not what I will be, or maybe someday, because again, I'm telling the universe what I want. I'm attracting it back to me. So I'm saying I am an empath. I am a healer and energy worker. I am developing my clairaudience. I walk along my path with the divine. I am connected and open. So I may repeat those things over and over and over and over and over again as I'm sitting here, because those are the intentions I want to put in the universe. And that's if I cannot clear my mind. When they say clear your mind, it just means stop thinking about all the things you have to do. Stop thinking about the kid that you have to pick up at 3:15, so I hope it's not 3:15. Is it 3:15? Stop thinking about your dog upstairs in the trash can. Stop thinking about work. Stop thinking about just all of those nagging thoughts that you can't seem to they just replay constantly in your mind. If they come in your mind, just say, okay, thank you, and you can go. Right now it's about me. Right now it's about me. If you need to do a guided meditation, there's plenty on YouTube that you can find. They're great. They will walk you through a forest, walk you down to a lake. You'll see lakes turn into oceans, turn into mountains. They will guide you through that, and you don't have to worry about a thing. But if you're really trying to meditate on your own, it's not about thinking of nothing. It's just allowing the thoughts to enter and then exit, and not hold on to anything too long. So once you get into a really calm state, you may notice that, yes, you start seeing colors with your eyes shut. You could explain this a million different ways, and I don't care how you explain it. You could explain it as your brain interpreting things and sending waves of color. I personally decided that it's spirit. So I will see colors during my meditation, or waves of color. And sometimes people may say if you see a certain color, then it's showing you that you may see, if you see blue, you may need to work on your throat chakra, which is communication, or being vulnerable, or speaking your truth, right? So you may want to connect those things that you see, but it's all about your interpretation. Spirit, the universe, the divine God, it doesn't speak to you just in one general way. You're not going to wake up necessarily one day and be like, I heard spirit in my ear. It sounded like blah, blah, blah. Mostly, it's just going to sound like you. Case in point, let's say I'm sitting here meditating and I'm looking for an answer. And so I'm just like, does blah, 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 blah. Before I can even get the words out of my brain, I already have the answer. It's like my brain gave me the answer. And sometimes I'll say, hold on, let me get the entire sentence out. Meditation will reduce your stress. Meditation will make you more rational in most decisions, because you'll have a calmer mental state. Meditation will lower your blood pressure. There's lots of health benefits to meditation, but it also will most definitely connect you to a higher sense of being. I hope that this was helpful. I hope you all meditate. It is not a timed thing. okay? I can easily meditate for an hour, but I don't. But some people, they couldn't even meditate for 5 minutes. So if you're one of those people that are having a hard time meditating, then get a guided meditation for 10 minutes or something like that, and it'll really help you through. My name's Alicia, and this is Enlightenment Newbie. I hope that this video helped you. I'll do more meditation videos. Maybe we'll meditate together. Maybe I'll do a guided one. It'll be fun, okay? Thanks, guys. Bye.